What's up, window tinters? How many of you have had customers come into your shop only to have to turn them away because of an ugly rock chip on their windshield? What's walking out your door is $75 to $125 on maybe about a third of the vehicles that you already see. Instead of losing them to another company, you could offer a quick service that could boost your bottom line. Regardless of what service your customers are coming into your shop for, if you take maybe an extra 30 seconds to inspect the car's windshield and find a chip, there's a huge opportunity waiting for you. So that's where we come in. Welcome to GlasWeld. We're a world leader in glass repair technology, and we have developed state-of-the-art tools specifically designed for rock chip repair. We're all about making it easy for you. You work hard to get your customers in the door. So instead of sending them away when you notice a rock chip, point it out to your customer. Maybe tell them a little bit about their windshield and their safety systems and explain to them the potential cost of replacing and recalibrating the entire windshield. Won't it feel good to be able to say, hey, we've got the tools, we got the certification, we've been trained on doing rock chip repair, and we can take care of that chip for you before we dive into this tint job. They'll no doubt appreciate the convenience of saving them a trip to another shop, and they will almost always say yes to the repair. Now, GlasWeld's rock chip repair tools do the heavy lifting for you, with the repair time only being about 5 to 7 minutes of your concentrated attention. So that leaves you to shine at doing your main services, window tinting, ceramic coatings, or something else. Let me show you just how quick and easy it can be to add several $100s a day to your invoice value. Okay, so up to this point, we have put the mirror on, we have our tripod mounted on the glass, we've put 6 to 8 drops of our Onyx resin in our zoom injector and just mounted it on the glass using the ratchet system, 1 to 2 clicks to get it to seal on the glass. And now all we have to do is just pull our vacuum. So we just turn this knob all the way to the top until it stops. Once it stops, we just leave it there, and we can leave that for as little as 30 seconds or as much as 10-15 minutes. We can go off and do something else if we have other services to work on in the shop or on this vehicle. Or if I'm in a hurry, I can leave it for 30 seconds or so and then move on to the next step. Okay, so now our vacuum is done. And so when we have a second between some of the other tasks that we have, we just come over and all we have to do is grab this handle and just turn it the other direction, all the way down until we see that white seal swell up. That indicates the resin is flowing, and that's it. We just let the device work for us, and I can walk away and keep working on my other tasks and allow this resin to flow while I'm doing other things. All right, so the resin has been flowing for about a minute. Again, if you're busy with other things, no big deal. It can sit there for longer, but I like to come back, and at this point, I like to use the multi-purpose drill along with this little cork on the end and just do a little vibration on the inside of that repair to help the resin to flow really quickly. That'll speed up the process and just ensure that we get a really good quality repair. Okay, so we're almost done. The resin has fully filled into all those little cracks, and now we're gonna go ahead and use our ProCure Smart curing light. It goes right over the top of the zoom injector, super easy to use. Just position it right over the top, press the button one time, and that will start a curing cycle that's a little bit less than a minute. It will auto adjust though, depending on the temperature. So if it's real hot or real cold out, it might add a little bit of extra curing time. And that's really all we've got to do. This will be the last step before we pull our tools off and do our pit fill, which is the final part of the process. All right, so our curing is done. All we have to do is just lift this tab, pull the curing light off. We're gonna go ahead and remove our zoom injector. So we just kind of back off a little bit of the resin pressure, release the handle like so, pull our tripod stand off, put them back in our kit case over here. And we're gonna move on to the final step, which is using a film tab and a tiny bit of this resin we call pit filler. Put a 1 little drop right over the surface, lay the film tab over the surface, and then we're gonna take our curing light one last time, put it right back centered on that pit filler, press the button one time to start that curing process, and we're almost to the finish here. Okay, great, so that film tab is ready to go. So we just remove this now that we've hardened the surface, and we're gonna use a little razor blade and just kind of scrape off the excess pit fill resin. just like so. It'll leave us one little tiny dot there. Take one little drop of pit polish, put it right on the surface there, and then use that same multi-purpose drill on low or on 1 or 2, and just give it a little shine. Okay, and we just kind of clean it up. Now we'll just kind of use some window cleaner to clean up the glass and get it done, but our repair is finished at this point. So one thing you'll notice is that through this entire process, we spent maybe 45 seconds to a minute setting everything up, and then maybe a minute or 2 at the most of interaction with the injector, pulling a vacuum, injecting resin, putting the curing light on, taking it off. And so in roughly 5 to 6 minutes of concentrated time and attention, we've been able to add $75 to $100 to our invoice and offer a really valuable service to our customer who is already here to get their windows tinted. Here at GlasWeld, we have spent countless hours developing the world's best tools, method, and supplies to do the highest quality rock chip repair work easier and faster than ever. Now, these tools also eliminate so much of the guesswork and potential pitfalls that you could run into with other tools. Our tools are designed to work for you, so you can focus on your main business and just focus on making more money. But GlasWeld support doesn't end just with the tools. It extends to training your staff for success through our easy-to-use online certification program. So are you ready to take your tinting business to new heights? Embrace the future of automotive services with GlasWeld's rock chip repair tools. Give us a call or visit us at glasweld.com to get started.